Hey guys, welcome back. And Niantic just dropped some pretty insane update here. So we got to talk about this. So we got some new Pokemon that's shown in the back picture there. We got some pretty sweet Pokemon here to talk about. Did you know that some Pokemon originally discovered in the Sinnoh region evolved from Pokemon previously discovered in other regions? Starting today, you'll be able to use a Sinnoh Stone to evolve Lickitung into Licky Licky, Tangela into Tangrowth, and more. Plus, more Pokemon originally discovered in the Sinnoh region, such as Cranidos and Shieldon, will appear in the wild for the first time. Excuse me. You may also see more Pokemon originally discovered in the Sinnoh region appearing in eggs. So, new evolutions are here, and we have Cranidos and Shieldon coming through as well. Well, shout out to Lewis for coming through with the message right here. Oh my goodness, guys, this is pretty insane. There are also some big changes coming. You may notice that Pokemon that appear in raid battles are more powerful and sturdy when you challenge them. Plus, some moves that certain Pokemon know may be stronger or weaker when used in battle. Finally, certain Pokemon may be able to learn new moves via TM that will help them perform in battle, such as Machamp now being able to know the rock type move Rock Slide. So Flex like Machamp is getting an access to a new move called Rock Slide. So that is freaking awesome. So I wonder if this means we can actually obtain the move Rock Slide now, or is one of Machamp's moves going to be Legacy? So we have a lot going on with this. So let's take a look at some of these Pokemon. Let's see if we can actually evolve one of these Pokemon into this right now, because this is some pretty insane stuff, honestly. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up Tangela real quick. I'm gonna pull up my lucky one I have here. So yes, you can actually evolve these Pokemon right now into their regular Pokemon. So that's pretty awesome. So we can finally get a Tangela into Tangrowth, which is pretty sweet. This is exciting, guys. So we can finally get Tangrowth in here, and there's other Pokemon that can evolve too. Like for example, I believe Curlia can now evolve if I'm not mistaken. So let me double check. I have a 98 right here, and yes, we can now evolve Curlia into Gallade. I cannot believe it. I'm so excited. Gallade is going to be pretty cool. I'm not gonna do some evolutions just yet because we're gonna go ahead and go over some of these Pokemon. But yeah, there's Curly into that. We can evolve Lickitung. Lickitung can evolve now into Licky Licky, which is pretty cool. Now I have another question. Can Magneton evolve into Magnezone? And no, Magneton still cannot evolve to Magnezone. Where's our Magnezone, Mantic? Where is our Magnezone? So can Piloswine evolve into Mamoswine? I doubt that because that's gonna be a community special here. So yeah, that's not gonna be for the case there. I believe Apom can evolve into Ambipom now, right? Let's double check that. And yes, Apom can now evolve into Ambipom. So that's pretty awesome as well. So we have Ambipom, Tangrowth, Gallade, some new Pokemon that's in the game. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. This is some pretty sweet stuff, guys. So we have Tangela that can evolve into Tangrowth. We have um, what is I don't know. I don't know why this name slipped on my mind. Snorunt. Sorry, there you go. I don't know why it slipped my mind. Evolving into Frostlass, and it looks like we could also get Yamega. So let me actually check my Yamas to see if I can actually evolve one into Yamega. So let's see if we can get that. And yes, we can finally evolve our Yamas into Yamega. So Yamega is going to be pretty freaking sweet, honestly. So I can't wait to get a Yamega. That's gonna be pretty sweet. I'm gonna collect some more Sinnoh Stones, and then I'm gonna go ahead and evolve these on my own time. Well, not really on my own time. I'll share these with you guys for the most part, because I know definitely have to grind up some more Sinnoh Stones. So, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and talk about these Pokemon. So let's go on to Go Hub, and I will see you guys there. Alright, so we are on the Pokemon Go Hub, and the first Pokemon we're going to talk about is, of course, Ambipom. So, Ambipom here, 100% maxes out at 2,418. Attack is 205, defense is 143, and stamina is 181. So, it's an interesting Pokemon for sure. Let's go ahead and take a look at the moves here. And you see here, it gets Scratch and Astonish as its quick moves, and for charge moves, it gets Hyper Beam, Aerial Ace, and Low Sweep. So it's not that great. It's definitely not going to be really that good at all in in raids, but in PvP it definitely has some potential. It does get Scratch, which is cool, and it gets Astonish. So Ambipom is a cool Pokemon. I'm gonna most likely not prioritize that one, but it's cool to see that Apom can finally evolve into Ambipom there, which is pretty sweet if you ask me. Now next, let's go ahead and talk about Tangrowth as a evolved form of Tangela here. So Tangrowth here maxes out at 30. Interesting number there. Tangrowth evolves from Tangela. I forgot to mention, obviously, Ambipom evolves from Apom. So Tangrowth has an attack of 207, defense of 184, and stamina of 205. So it's not a bad grass type. So, but let's take a look at the moves here. As you see here, it has Vine Whip and Infestation as its quick moves, and for charge moves, it has Solar Beam, Sludge Bomb, and Ancient Power. Yet another Pokemon that I think does have potential in PvP. As far as raids is concerned, I mean, it can still do some work with Vine Whip and Solar Beam, but there are still some other better grass types such as Venusaur. With Frenzy Plant, you have Exeggutor, that does well. But Tangrowth definitely is, in my opinion, not a bad Pokemon whatsoever. So definitely a pretty cool Pokemon to talk about, to go into for the most part. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Gallade, which is actually one of the Pokemon I'm actually very excited for the most, honestly. So here's Gallade. So Gallade here maxes out at 3,093. Attack is 237, defense is 195, and stamina is 169. So Gallade is definitely one Pokemon I'm excited that it's in the game now. So very, very excited about that. And the moves here wise, it gets Confusion and Low Kick. And then charge moves, it gets Close Combat, Psychic, and Leaf Blade. So, it kind of sucks that it doesn't have access to some better some better moves here. But it could still. I feel like it could still do some work with Low Kick, Close Combat. It could also do some decent work with the Psychic moves. It does get Leaf Blade, which is pretty cool because it can be used in PvP. So it's definitely not a bad Pokemon, but there are some better fighting types such as Machamp, obviously, which we're gonna talk about that actually as well, because Machamp actually has now access to a new move called Rock Slide, which is pretty cool. So we're gonna take a look at Rock Slide as a move later on in this video. And then we're going to see how it works. Because honestly, Machamp getting Rock Slide is going to be really great. Because this means that Machamp can now, it's going to be able to have a move that everybody can access. That's going to allow it to hit flying types for super effective. Which is actually going to make Machamp extremely good in PvP, in my opinion. Because Machamp getting access to Rock Slide is going to be really sweet. Because it's going to allow Machamp to hit those flying types much more efficiently. Like, for example, Charizard is going to get destroyed by Rock Slide. Basically, flying types that normally would give it a problem, Rock Slide is going to make it so that those flying types are not going to be having a good time for the most part. Yeah, there. So we're going to look at the Rock Slide later on. But next up, we're going to talk about another Pokemon that I'm excited that he's finally in the game. Shout out to Poke8k, because I know he's been waiting for this Pokemon to come in the game. Yanmega. Yanmega is pretty awesome. So we're going to talk about Yanmega here. So 100% maxes out at 2,946. Attack is 231. Defense is 156. Stamina 200. When we take a look at the moves, fast move wise, it gets Bug Bite and Wing Attack, which is pretty cool. Charge move wise, yeah, it gets Bug Buzz, Aerial Ace, and Ancient Power. So Yanmega is going to be a monster in both raids and PvP, because it has access to a lot of different moves that are multiple bar moves, which is going to make it really shine really well. Stamina makes it so it can definitely do some work for the most part. Again, this it's going to have a double weakness to Rock, but it's going to be able to hit those Psychic types pretty well. Also going to be able to deal with Grass types, and Yanmega is going to be a beast for sure. So Yanmega definitely is going to be on my top list of these new Pokemon that I'm going to for sure be investing in. So, well, now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at Lickilicky. So Lickilicky evolves from Lickitung, and 100% maxes out at 2,467. Attack is 161, defense is 181, and stamina is 242. So Lickilicky is not really going to be that great in terms of being used in battle, but I think as a gym defender, I feel like it can definitely have some potential there. So move wise, it gets access to Lick and Zenheba as quick moves. For charge moves, it gets Hyper Beam, Solar Beam, and Earthquake. So, ooh, that kind of hurts it a little bit if you ask me, honestly. But you know, I think as a gym defender, it's gonna be decent, but it's not gonna be as better as Blissey. Up next, we're going to talk about Froslass here. So I had to make a little cut there just in case so I don't lose the footage here. But Froslass here, 100% maxes out at 2040. Attack is 171, defense 150, and stamina 172. So definitely not going to be doing. It's not going to be as great. But you know, it's a new Pokemon, so we definitely should be excited. And it gets Powder Snow and Hex as its quick move. For charge moves, it gets Shadow Ball, Avalanche, and Crunch. So Froslass, even while it may not be good in raids, in PvP, this Pokemon definitely has potential to do really well. So, because it does have access to some pretty cool moves there. So Froslass is definitely a pretty cool Pokemon we can get access to as well, so which is pretty sweet. So, you know, if you're looking for a pretty fairly good Pokemon for Ice and Ghost for PvP, Froslass is your girl right here. Now we're going to go ahead and talk about Rampardos and Bastiodon, because those are going to be coming into the game, are supposed to be coming into the game as well. Granted, we don't see them in the wild just yet, but according to what the post said, these Pokemon are going to be coming to the game. And I want to talk about Rampardos because this one is going to be doing so much work. So we're going to talk about this Pokemon right here. 100% maxes out at 3,298. Attack is 295. 5 points off of being 300. So this Pokemon is going to be hitting like a truck. Defense is a glass cannon. It's 109. Stamina is 219. So this Pokemon has the potential to become the best, one of the best rock type attackers in the game. If we take a look at his moves, you guys are going to see real quick. It gets access to Smackdown, which is the best rock type fast move obviously you want to get. And Zen Headbutt, and then fast move wise, charge move, sorry, it gets Rock Slide, which is amazing, Outrage, and Flamethrower. So, Rampardos in PvP, I don't think it's going to do a lot of damage, but the problem is that, you know, Rampardos is a bit of a glass cannon, but in raid, I think Rampardos is definitely going to have its chance to shine for sure. It's definitely going to be a Pokemon that you're definitely going to want to, you know, look into for sure, because obviously with this new update that's come out, Cranidos is going to start be available in the wild, so definitely going to try to find some of those and get myself a nice Rampardos, because Rampardos definitely has potential to do so well. I feel like the only thing that kind of holds it back is the fact that its defense is pretty low, but stamina I think kind of balances it out a bit. So Rampardos is going to be coming through like a truck, honestly. Now let's go ahead and talk about Bastiodon. So let's pull up Bastiodon here. So Bastiodon, unlike Rampardos, Bastiodon is going to be more of a tanky Pokemon here. So 100% maxes out at 1539. Oh my goodness. If you want to use a Bastiodon in PvP, you're going to have to literally get it to like level 39, I think. But his attack is a whopping 94. It's going to be pretty weak. Defense, however, is 286, so it's going to be taking hits. But the only problem with this one is that it's going to have a double weakness to ground and double weakness to fighting. So if your opponent has a fighting type or one of those two types when you use this Pokemon in PvP, you're gonna get destroyed. So just saying. But yeah, I forgot to go over the weaknesses that they have, but you guys may have an idea of what they are. But just so you guys get an idea when it comes to Bastiodon, it does, like I said, it does have a double weakness to fighting and ground, so keep that in mind. Also weak to water, but it's going to quad resist flying and normal, which is cool, and also resist poison. So that's good to know. And move-wise, let's take a look here. It gets Iron Tail and Smackdown as well, while also accessing Stone Edge, Flash Cannon, and Flamethrower. So it's okay, but you know, it's just not going to be doing as great. So you know, it's going to basically be a Dex entry there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a look at Machamp, because in addition to all those new Pokemon coming out, Machamp is also going to get access to a brand new move. We're going to be talking about that right now. But Machamp here currently is the best fighting type Pokemon in the game. They call him Young Flex like Machamp. You guys already seen how much flexing he's done to a lot of things before in the past. So you know this is Young Flex like Machamp here. 100% maxes out at 3,056. Attack is 234. Defense is 159. And stamina is 207. So Machamp is definitely the best fighting type Pokemon in the game. Currently, it has access to Counter and Bullet Punch. Karate Chop is Legacy, which I think I have one of those, but I might actually save that for PvP. And then charge move wise, it has a list of charge moves it gets, but currently you can access Dynamic Punch, Close Combat, and Heavy Slam. But with Rock Slide going to be added to Machamp, I wonder if this means if Close Combat or Dynamic Punch is gonna become Legacy. I hope if anything, Dynamic Punch does not get Legacy because it's actually the best fighting type move that Machamp needs for it to shine. I think if anything, they're gonna probably take out Dynamic Punch. Close Combat, sorry. But I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know if you could just TM to get Rock Slide. I'm not too sure. But Machamp with Rock Slide is going to make it do extremely well in PvP, and also it's gonna do decent in raids as well, in my opinion, against flying types. Now let's actually take a look at Rock Slide. We're gonna take a look at the Rock Slide move. So here we are. So here's Rock Slide. So Rock Slide, it's a move that does 80 damage and costs 50 energy in Pokemon Go. It has a 2.7 cooldown, so that's pretty cool. So that means you're gonna be able to get off a lot of those moves. So that's really good. So here's the sound of it. Nice. So yeah, Rock Slide with Machamp. I think Machamp is going to benefit with this really well, honestly. So I honestly can't wait to see how Machamp's gonna fare with Rock Slide. So yeah, guys. What do you guys think? We got some new evolutions. We got 2 new Pokemon coming in with Cranidos and Cranidos and Shieldon coming. So that means we're also going to be getting Rampardos and Bastiodon. So yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and go on Pokemon Go real quick because there's a few more points I actually like to go with you guys. So I'll see you guys there. Okay, so I'm back on the game here, and in addition to the Pokemon and the new stuff I just went over, there's also something else that we should also look into. We have new Pokemon that's also going to be coming into the new Pokemon in eggs. So we're going to be getting Pokemon like Bonsly, Happiny, and Mime Jr. They're going to be coming into the game as well, which is going to be pretty sweet. And what I really am most curious about is what they said over here in this last line. You may notice that Pokemon that appear in raid battles are more powerful and sturdy when you challenge them. I'm not sure what they mean by that, so I don't know. So I wonder if that means they're going to be much more harder to take down, or if they're gonna be more, or they're gonna be, I don't know. The way they mentioned that, it's like I don't know what that's all about, honestly. Some moves that are certain Pokemon know may be stronger or weaker when used in battle. So I think that they've already added that, but I think they may implement some more damage output when you use moves. Certain moves. Yeah, sorry, my words are mixed up. Some moves that certain Pokemon know may be stronger or weaker when used in battle. I guess it depends on the weather boost or something of that nature. I'm really curious to know about that. But and then finally certain Pokemon may be able to learn moves via TM that will help them perform in battle, such as Machamp now being able to learn the Rock type move Rock Slide. So we already knew that Machamp is going to learn Rock Slide, which we went over that, which is going to be pretty sweet for Machamp. So Machamp's going to be even more usable, not only in raids but PvP. I feel like it's going to shine so well. I cannot wait to try that out. But I can't wait to see what else is going to come about with this event. So yeah, there you go, guys. That's going to be it for this video. We got new Pokemon in the game. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below what is your most favorite out of these Pokemon, and what are you most excited for when it comes to these. And of course, it shows Mamoswine, but we're not going to get that until Swine Up Community Day. So, but that's going to be coming in the near future, and I can't wait for that. But with that, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment if you guys are excited for these new Gen 4 Pokemon. And with that, I'm out of here, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.